Måneskin, 10 Facts About Italy's Eurovision 2021 Group. Italy at Eurovision 2021, Facts About Måneskin. They met at school. Victoria De Angelis bass and Thomas Ercobro Raji, guitar, have known each other since they both attended the same middle school. Although they knew of each other's passion for music, they only became close in August 2015, while attending the J.F. Kennedy Scientific High School in Rome. It was then that they decided to start the band. They were later joined by singer Damiano David and drummer Ethan Torchio. The latter was recruited through a Facebook ad. They're Italian but their name is Danish. The four members chose to call themselves Måneskin by accident. As Victoria revealed, the band was looking for a name to enter a local music contest for emerging bands. But we didn't know what to call ourselves. Then, the idea, since Victoria is half Danish, the research focused on a word of that language. And when the bassist pronounced Måneskin, everyone fell in love with the sound and iconicity of it. So, much so, they undertook a trip to the Nordic country a few months later. In Danish, the word means moonlight. It brought good fortune. The band went on to win first prize at the contest. It was the beginning of a bright career. Their singer shares his birthday with two rock icons. Måneskin's 22-year-old singer Damiano David was born on January 8, 1999. Exactly 64 years earlier, on January 8, 1935, one of the most significant cultural icons of the 20th century was born, Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. A few years later, on January 8, 1947, it was the turn of the thin white Duke David Bowie, another leading and influential figure in the music industry and one of the greatest artists of all time. Curiously enough, all three share the same date of birth with another figure, known for much more unflattering reasons, Kim Jong-un, leader of North Korea, born on January 8, 1984. They started their career as buskers in Rome. Måneskin honed their craft in the heart of Rome, their city of origin. The hours of rehearsals in the studio were flanked by live performances for passers-by. You could hear them on the streets of the city's historic center, including the famous Via del Corso in the Colli Portuense district. They found fame on X Factor Italia. The general public got to know Måneskin during the 11th season of X Factor Italia in 2017. On the talent show, they were coached by Manuel Agnelli, leader of the alternative rock band After Hours. They were considered the favorites to win from their first audition onward. They eventually came second, behind pop tenor Lorenzo Licitra. But some of their performances on stage went viral, such as when they covered Kiss This by the Struts while Damiano was pole dancing wearing a pair of stiletto-heeled boots. They share the same manager as two former Eurovision artists. Måneskin are undoubtedly a super talented bunch. But much of their success is also down to Marta, their manager. She's recognized for her professionalism and ability to build credible careers for her artists, which are appreciated by the public and critics alike. Marta helms La Tarma Management, a team of women that deals with the promotion and consulting activities of artists and personalities related to the world of music and entertainment. She began her career in the field of management working alongside Marco Mengoni, her flagship artist. A few years later she began collaborating with Francesca Michieline. She seems to know the recipe for success. They're inspired by Harry Styles. Interviewed by online magazine The Upcoming at the time of their London gig on February 22, 2019, Måneskin revealed the artists which have shaped their style. The four musicians admitted to having very different tastes, ranging from Bruno Mars to the Red Hot Chili Peppers via the Arctic Monkeys. But there is one name in particular on which they agree, the former One Direction singer Harry Styles. It is no coincidence that Måneskin have covered two songs of the singer, Kiwi and Carolina. They spent a month touring Europe. In February 2019, Måneskin embarked on their first international tour with 11 dates in several European countries. They stopped in Barcelona and Madrid in Spain, Paris in France, Zurich, Bern and Lugano in Switzerland, Hamburg, Stuttgart and Munich in Germany, Brussels in Belgium and London in the United Kingdom. The experience was chronicled in a half-hour documentary on the band's YouTube channel. In a moment of leisure between dates, they can be seen working on a beat for a new song. Damiano jokes with guitarist Thomas Raji telling him, "Come on Tom, you're going to win Sanremo." 2 years later, they won the coveted Sanremese Golden Lion. They often mention the name Arlena in their songs. Måneskin mentioned the name Arlena on 5 tracks from their first studio album Il ballo della vita, Torna a casa, Morire d'Ari, L'altra dimension, La parola lontana and Niente da dire. Måneskin explained who Marlena was during a concert held in late 2018. She is not a physical person, but the personification of the message they want to launch with their music. She's an ideal of freedom, life and creativity. She's nothing more than an imaginary figure that encompasses all 4 members of the group and even the fans and listeners themselves. No secret love of the frontman or other band members, then. Marlena is everyone and no one at the same time. This remains a fundamental concept for Måneskin and, more generally, for the existence of us all. They are among Italy's most successful artists of recent years. In less than 4 years, Måneskin have already surpassed the milestone of 1 million copies between albums and singles. They've collected 17 platinum records and 6 gold records in Italy. They have 2 number 1 albums, 1 number 1 single and 3 number 2 singles.